Well, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me today for another video. So today I'm going to be reviewing What If Season 3, Episode 6. Now, this episode in particular isn't anything special in my opinion. However, it is nice to see the the characters here being reprised by their live action counterparts. You get like Simu Liu as Shang-Chi, Haley Steinfeld as Kate Bishop, and especially Sonny Birch, Walt Goggins as Sonny Birch. So it was really nice to see them all make a return. I really like those actors and especially like their MCU roles. However, it was very shocking to see Walt Goggins return as Sonny Birch because he hasn't been a character since Ant-Man 2. Yeah, I think like Ant-Man 1 or Ant-Man 2, something like that. I really forgot. Um, I think he's no, he I think he's in Ant-Man 1. Yeah, so he hasn't been, into the MCU for quite some he hasn't been in the MCU for quite some time. So, after like watching Fallout, it was really nice to see Walt Goggins reprise his role as Sonny Birch. But other than that, there isn't anything too much that stands out. The main villain is the Hood. The Hood is pretty cool. I'm not gonna reveal the twist, but um, it's nice to see them use other villains from the comics and not just Thanos for every episode or like Loki for every episode. So it's nice to see them utilize the Marvel Comics roster. The Hood is like pretty overpowered in my opinion. I'm not gonna go too much into the episode, but of course there's a lot of fighting and stuff. And Kate Bishop is definitely just as good of a marksman with guns as she is with arrows. So that was pretty cool to see. Shang-Chi, um, he doesn't I would say that I suppose he still has the same training as he does in the main MCU, but he doesn't have like the 10 rings. Like it's just like a nickname. Like 10 rings is his nickname because as we all know from Shang-Chi, the movie, that the 10 rings is actually an organization founded by his father, Wen Wu. But yeah, other than that, like I said, there isn't anything too special about this episode. We also, well, it's not really a spoiler, but we kind of get alluded to Iron Fist. So what this episode really sets up is the possibility of having like Iron Fist come to the MCU as well as the Hood. So it would be nice to see, more characters in the MCU itself, but well, the live action portion of it. But other than that, they kind of what they're doing with What If is kind of, I'd say, certain episodes like this kind of they're kind of like dropping mini breadcrumbs for the fans. Like, we don't really want breadcrumbs, we more or less want the whole loaf. So if the whole loaf isn't ready, then it doesn't make sense to spare a few crumbs. So what I mean by that is I feel like it's personally better, like in my personal opinion, it's better to just have these characters in the live action, especially someone like the Hood. I feel like they could do a lot. Um, I'm not sure who they would. I'm not sure who like is like. I'm not sure which villain the Hood is for. I know in the comics he's generally like a. I think he's like a new villain, so he doesn't really have an arch nemesis. He kind of just like even in the comics, he kind of just like pops up, like he's just doing like rituals and weird stuff. So here it's really no different, nevertheless. But yeah, it this episode I don't have like a lot to say about it. I don't have a lot of praise for it like I did with episode 5. Um, other than that, like it's if you like old Western vibes, you're definitely gonna get that. Especially from Walt Goggins' performance, he definitely knows how to like. I'd say throughout the entire episode, I mean, there's no doubt that he's the most talented actor, even over Haley Steinfeld and Simu Liu. So it's definitely that. Take that note into consideration. Um, I mean, personally, I'm a really big fan of Walt Goggins, so he um he definitely can act. That's for sure. He definitely knows how to sell a show. But other than that, like yeah, like I said, it kind of reminded me of Back to the Future Part 3, like 1872, the West, quote unquote. But um, Yeah, it's not really anything special. Like they only have like 30 minutes per episode, so not every episode is gonna be, you know, a hit out of the ballpark. But yeah, so far the highlights of the season are definitely episodes 3 and 5 in my opinion. But other than that, like yeah, it's just it is what it is, to be honest, for this episode. Um, but yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Definitely like, comment, and subscribe if you can, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.